Okay guys, we're back, and today we're going to talk about putting in animated letters and showing you how to do it the correct way, as well as showing you how to create or put the background in using style sheets. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is going to get the letters that we want to use. Okay, so I'm going to do a Google search, and this is what you'll do. You do a Google search and you type in free animated letters, right, or alphabet. And then when the page comes, you'll have several links that you can choose from. For instance, I'll show you a couple. Not the one that I'm going to be using, but here's some that you can use. There's all kinds of different ones. But the ones I'm going to use, I'm actually going to come down here and use, let's see, where is it at? I believe it's this one here. So I'll open this up. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the one I want to use. Okay, and then what I'm going to do with this particular one, whichever one I choose, I just have to basically click it, and it's going to give me the whole thing. So what I'll do is I'll use this snowflake one here. Okay, so I'm just going to click that, and what it's going to do is it's going to send me down a zip file. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the zip file here, and I want to take it out of here. I'm going to cut it, and I want to move it into my web page folder. Okay, for right now. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to extract all of this into my web page folder. All right. So when you hit extract, you'll get this thing up here, and you just tell it to extract, and it will extract it. Okay. And then what happens, it'll put a folder in here. Okay. So now we can go ahead and get rid of this. We can just delete that file out of here. And then in the snowflake folder, there's another folder called snow. Right? So there's all of our letters. So I'm going to take this folder, and I want to actually move this folder outside. Okay? I'm going to paste it here. So now I can go ahead and get rid of this folder. Right? I'm just doing it just for simplicity and stuff, just so I can see it. All right, I've already got a background that I'm going to use. It's going to be this one here. So let's start our process with this. And I'm going to open up a new page. This is our travel page. Okay, so let's tell it new, and I'll go through the process of the HTML. I'm going to increase the size of this just a little bit so you guys can see it better. All right, so I'm going to just go through the steps. Then my travels. Oops. Then I'm going to close my head tag here. Oops. What's going on here? Oop, I hit the insert key, no wonder. That's why. Alright, there we go. So I've got this started, okay? And I'm going to take this and I'm going to save this as my web design page. I'm going to create this as my places page or travel page, whatever. Right, places.html. Make sure you put that .html there, otherwise you guys are going to have a text document and you're going to have issues. Okay, so there's that. So now what I'm going to do here is first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start a body. Right, you always start your body, and then we're going to place our title. In this case, our welcome statement will be in animated letters. Okay, so let me go to the folder, and I'm going to show you the animated letters. And here's our animated letters. It's in the snow folder, right? So if you notice, this particular one gave us all of it. It gave us all the numbers, and it gave us all the letters. Okay, letters are all in uppercase. So so what we're going to do is I'm gonna spell out my travels. Okay, and the way I showed you to do it one way, and now we're going to show you the way you should really do it, because this is actually the better way to do it. All right, a lot more involved, but actually it works cleaner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a center tag here, right? Because I want this in the middle, and then I'm going to open up a table, because you need to create this in a table. Okay, and I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to open up my TR, right, table row, and then I'm going to open up my TD. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first letter, which is M, right? So I want to open up and go image src equals, I got to put the path. Remember, if your letters are in your main web folder, and you guys' name is, you know, your name and then website. If it's in the main folder, then you just need to put that it's there. You don't have to put a subfolder. In this case, the letters are in a subfolder. Okay, so I need to make sure I put the path of where it goes. So, so that you guys will understand and see that, let me come back here. So, if it were the main folder, okay, and let's just say the letter happened to be M, okay, it's M, it would be m.gif, right? That would put it in the main folder. But we know that this is going to be in a subfolder, all right? So our subfolder name is snow, and then I have to put a slash. Oop. Yeah, that's right. A slash, and it should be LF or FL rather. Okay, and then on the other side of this, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to close the TD. All right. Now, this might show and it may not. We'll find out. We're going to go in here and we're going to open our folder, go to Places page, and there he is. This is my first letter. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my job real simple. All right. It's all about being simple about this, right? So I need to spell out. I'm going to take this and copy it. Okay. So there's my, right? Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put TD, right? And then I'm going to close TD here because that's going to be a space. And then I'm going to type in travels, right? So there's the T. And S, right? Oops, got to put this here. Right, so, and then you'll see what I'm doing. It'll make this really simple here, and you'll understand it in just a second. But now I'm going to close out the R, or the row, okay? I'm going to close the TR, and then I'm going to close the table because I'm done with that table. Okay, and then I'm going to close the center, like that, right? So now, I've already put out everything out there the way I want it, but now I know that this letter, right, needs to be a Y. Okay, this letter is going to be a T. This, so this is going to be a R. This is the A, right? This is V. This is the E. This is L. And then this is the S, right? So now it spells my travels. So if I save this and we go back to the page, right? We refresh this. Now I have the letters there, right? My travels. But the problem is I don't have a space here, so it looks like one word. So we go back there and we look at that and we work on this part right here. So in this case, what you can do is put a space there, and I'm going to type in with equals, and depending on how far apart you want this. So in my case, I'm going to use 50 pixels, or yeah, 50 pixels, or you can just type in 50. But I'm going to use 50 pixels, like so. Okay, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to refresh this page. Now I have 2 words. Okay, makes things a little easier to see, right? If I reload it, and there we go. So this is my travels, and that's the way we want to see it. Now, what I also want to do here is I want to go in here and I want to put the body background. So I'm going to come in here. There's 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show you this way first, and then I'm going to show you another way. Okay? So the first way is, remember, background. So make sure you guys spell the background correctly, right? A lot of you guys are forgetting to put the G in. So equals, and then in this case, it's in my main folder, so I don't need to put a subfolder in there. But it's called snow bg, right? .jpg. So that's going to be my background. Oops. That's my background is there. Come here, and I'm going to refresh. There it is. Okay, there's my background. But the thing here is the background is going to tile because it's a smaller picture. Okay, so it will tile, and that's the way it is. Now, I'm going to try to show you guys another way to do this, and we're going to affect it. Now, I'm going to end up stretching this picture, so it may be blurry. All right, I don't know for sure, depending on how the resolution is, but you'll see what I'm trying to achieve. And you can always do the same thing with a larger picture, which is actually what I would recommend. All right, so I'm going to come up here, in here, and I'm going to start what is called a style. Okay, so let's see here for a second. Okay, hold on. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so what this is called is a style sheets, or CSS. Okay, so this is called style, right? Type equals, right? In this case, it's text slash CSS, like so. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is this next command is body. But remember, it's just a command of body. It's nothing, it's not a tag, because what we're doing here is whatever we write into the CSS here, it's got to work with everything that's inside the body area. Okay, so now I'm going to open up a bracket, and then in this first bracket, I'm going to type in background. Okay. And I'm going to use image, background image, like that. Okay, colon, URL, and then in brackets, I'm going to type in snow background, right? Like so. So it's not in a subfolder, so I know I don't have to worry about that. Then I'm going to put a semicolon. Then I'm going to come over here and type in background again, and I'm going to type in let me see, repeat, right, colon, and I'm going to type this in as no repeat. Okay, whoops, like so. Background, attachment is fixed. Background size is 100%. And I'm missing something here. Okay, hang on one second. All right, and then let's see here, and then we have background position. All right, and this here, what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to go center, and actually I think you can go center top, center, right, center top, and then I'm going to do that. So there's that. That should be good. I'm going to take this out like so. Okay, so now that I have a CSS in here, we should be working okay. One thing left to do. I need to make sure I close the style. Okay. So I have a style tag here that's open. I have a body. It's not a tag, but a body attribute to this. Well, not really an attribute. It's just a body command. So what this means is that anything that follows in this style section here, and anything that falls underneath this body command here, like all these, is pertaining to only what you're going to see. I could add another one here, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. All right, but let's worry about this. So let me save this now. I'm going to come back here. We're going to take this and we're going to refresh this. All right, and oops, how come that didn't work? Did I forget something? Dun dun dun. Yes, right here. So save. Let's try this again. Okay, now you remember what I was telling you about? It's going to cover, but I took a small picture and I made it big. All right, so it made it pixelated. So in this case, what I would do here is if I'm trying to do something like this, I'm going to show you what we do. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go back here and going to go do image, and we're going to go do for snow backgrounds. Right, so let's do snow backgrounds. Here we go. But now I'm going to take something. Let me show you the picture that I took. All right, was it this one? No, the picture that I took is this one here. Now you see the size here, it's 480 by 360. Now I'm going to take another picture and I'm going to stick it in there, but I'm going to take it where something's a little bit bigger. All right, so let's use this one here, 1600 by 1200, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this. After I do it, I'm going to save, after I get it to this point, save the image as, and I'm just going to make it snow background 1, right? And it's a JPEG, so we're going to save it and put it in there like so. All right, good. So now that we're going to take the code, I'm going to take this code and I'm going to make that a 1. I'm going to save it, come back here, we're going to refresh this, and now we have a much nicer picture. It looks clean, and you don't have to worry about all the pixelation. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you for this one. I know I took this one a little longer than I wanted to, but remember our codes, right? The things you got to remember is we have this style sheet to help you with your background stuff. All right, and then of course this is the big part down here, is using a table, right? Using a table to put all your letters in. Data cell for each letter that you want to do, and it just makes things work a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. It doesn't move around on you. Okay, so that's it for now. Next video, we're going to add a music to this page, and we're going to change the background in Photoshop so that way it's easier to work with, and that way you'll get to see how that works as well. Okay, talk to you soon. All right, bye.